Hi guys! Okay, so this is the first episode of You, Me, and IB. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to explain what I am doing with these videos. Basically, all I'm doing is I'm vlogging about my life as a senior in the IB program. So, if you expected to watch puppies and kittens and such, then this is not a vlog for you. I was planning on doing this like last weekend, and then I got sick, so I couldn't. And the reason I wanted to do it last weekend was because I wanted to do this book. Yeah, I wanted to give a summary of like each thing of each essay and then give my opinion on it, because that is all I could think about doing, and that did not happen. So now I don't know what to talk about. Maybe this should be waited until another time. Oh, 4-day weekend. Okay, so for all you IB seniors out there, who is happy there's a 4-day weekend now? I am, hey. Except that we have a bunch of homework due, don't we? Don't we? Actually, do we? No. Yes. Maybe. Okay, actually no, we don't have that much homework. No, I guess we don't. Not for IB anyway. That's really strange. I assumed that because it was a 4-day weekend, they would give us a bunch of homework. They didn't. I don't know. I have a bunch of homework because I'm crazy like that, and I take 2 English classes, and I have to write a song, and that's my big homework for the weekend. I'm gonna kind of miss this book. I kind of like this book, despite the fact that I was like every other student and procrastinated upon reading it. Oh, that's what I was gonna talk about. 4-day weekend. For the little bit amounts of homework that we have, I know for a fact that everyone is going to procrastinate on it. I know for a fact that nearly everyone will wait until the last possible second to do all of it, and then they're going to complain about how much work there is, and then in the back of everyone's mind they're going to say things like, oh, there wasn't that much work because, oh, it was only one thing for history and one thing for English and this tiny little thing for biology and physics and blah 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 blah. And then they're going to wait and they're going to be like, oh, why'd they give us so much homework on a 4-day weekend when I had all these other days to do it, and I waited till the last minute to do it. And you know that's how it works. But we don't admit it to ourselves. No, we don't admit. No, we wait till the last possible second to do it. We try. Some of us do try. As IB students, we were like, oh, this time I will not wait till the last minute, and I'll do it throughout the week so nicely so I can spread it out so it will not be like I am raping myself on the very last day to do it all. So we try and we organize ourselves, and we're like, okay, I will do these problems today so I won't have to bother with them later. So there we are, looking at our stuff, and then, oh my god, Facebook! Oh, Facebook! Facebook pops up, or Tumblr, or Twitter, or YouTube, or, you know, something crazy that's not related to the homework that we're supposed to be doing. It pops up, and then we're like, oh, well, I guess this homework can wait till later. and then we stop doing homework, or stop planning on doing homework, and then we get distracted, and then before we know it, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and we haven't eaten or drinking anything, and we're all sad, and we didn't do our homework, and we're mostly hungry and tired, so we don't even think about the homework, and we're like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow, and then you leave it there on your desk, all sad, underneath your laptop and your phone and your games and stuff, and you go to bed, and you wake up the next morning, and you're like, oh, let me check Tumblr, and then you do that, and then you forget about homework altogether, and then comes Sunday, or in this case Monday, and then you're going to be like, oh, I had all that homework to do. Why do we always have so much homework? And that's why we have so much homework, because we don't really, and we just put it upon ourselves. Sometimes though, this is mostly about long-term things and weekend things that are given more than one day, rather one night of time to prepare. It's like, oh, we have all this time to do it, So obviously I'm going to find the open window in between this time space that I can do it, and the open window happens to be the day before it's due. Sometimes we can't help that. Most of the time we can't help that. So yes, you can expect more of these to come. I'm going to update about maybe twice a week if I can, if possible. But knowing my schedule, because I am an IB and I'm a senior, this is not going to work out very well the way I planned. I will talk to y'all later, and new topics are to be had, and I'd be talking about more English things and history things and biology things, because I'm not good at chemistry or physics, so those are not things I will talk about. Bye. Bye bye bye. Bye. Bye bye.